Let me say this gently but powerfully, bestie. Before we even go any further, I need you to understand something wild in the best way possible. Your body is already responding to this moment right now. As you hear my voice, your brain is lighting up new patterns. Your chemistry is shifting. Your nervous system is softening. Your entire inner world is reorganizing itself. This is not hype. This is not positive thinking. This is how God designed your body to work. Scripture already told us this. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Psalm 139:14. Translation: Your biology is holy. Your brain is not broken. It is plastic. It is adaptable. It is obedient to what you repeatedly focus on. Most women think change is something that happens one day in the future, after the miracle, after the money, after the apology, after the breakthrough. But God says, now faith is Hebrews 11:1. Not later faith, not someday faith. Now faith. Right now, your brain is recalibrating itself. Old anxiety circuits are quieting. Old overthinking loops are losing authority. New pathways for peace, clarity, confidence, and possibility are waking up because attention rewires you. The Bible agrees. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Romans 12:2. That word transformed literally means repatterned, rewired, rebuilt. God didn't tell you to fix your life first. He told you to renew your mind first. Here's the girly secret most people miss. Your brain does not know the difference between what happens out there and what you rehearse in here. So when you imagine peace, when you breathe differently, when you dare to think hopeful thoughts, your body goes, oh, we live here now. And it begins adjusting to that future before the future arrives. Just like scripture says, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Proverbs 23:7. Your inner conversation is teaching yourselves who you are becoming. Stress makes the body addicted to survival, fear, pressure, overwhelm, rushing, bracing for disappointment. Those emotions tell your nervous system nothing is safe enough to change. But the moment you slow your breath, the moment you entertain peace, the moment you think maybe God is actually working behind the scenes, your chemistry changes and heaven smiles because the peace of God will guard your hearts and your minds. Philippians 4:7. Peace is not weakness. Peace is regulation. Peace is authority. Peace is how your body learns that abundance is safe. Most people wait for circumstances to change before they let themselves feel better. They wait for the money to feel secure, the relationship to feel loved, the diagnosis to feel healed. But faith flips that order. Jesus said, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. Mark 11:24. Believe first, receive second. Feeling first teaches your body what future to prepare for. Now listen close. Your emotions have been practicing your past. Same frustration every morning, same rush, same silent worry, same inner criticism. That repetition built an identity. But the moment you observe an emotion, instead of obeying it, you interrupt the program. You become the witness instead of the victim. And scripture confirms you did not receive a spirit of fear. Romans 8:15. Fear is learned. Peace is inherited. When you start shifting inside, life starts rearranging outside. You notice solutions you couldn't see before. Conversations change. Opportunities appear. Doors open that weren't even on your prayer list yet. Not magic, alignment. The steps of the righteous are ordered by the Lord. Aran mau orsan e. Psalm 37:23. Your nervous system calms, your frequency lifts, your expectations rise, and suddenly the world starts meeting the version of you who already believes God. Your body has been taking notes your whole life, recording reactions, memorizing disappointment, practicing stress. But today, you handed it a new script: hope, possibility, trust, expansion. And once the body learns a new emotional baseline, it stops preparing for disaster. It prepares for favor. It prepares for overflow. It prepares for alignment. Because God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. 2 Timothy 1:7. Sound mind. That is literal nervous system regulation. That is heaven in your neurons. And the best part, this keeps working after the video ends. Seeds were planted, neural pathways opened, expectations upgraded, faith activated, and scripture promises, I planted, Apollos watered, but God gave the increase. 1 Corinthians 3:6. You don't force growth, you stay aligned. So today, you are no longer rehearsing the past. You are training your body for the future. You are teaching your cells what abundance feels like. You are letting peace become familiar. You are letting faith become normal. And that is when identity changes. And when identity changes, everything else follows.